Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. So yeah, I'm Chris Bingham. I'm the AWS Ambassador and Country CTO for Switzerland at Fujitsu. And at Fujitsu, we're applying AI to real business issues that are beyond just code generation, which we've heard a lot about today and this week at reInvent, with the aim of aiding skill and accelerating skilled people, such as supply chain managers. So what challenges do supply chain managers face? Well, not being one myself, I did the 2025 thing and I asked an AI, and it told me all of this. The answer, lots and varied challenges, but I feel they can be summarized with three key words: volatility, disruption, and transformation. Anybody else experiencing those things in their work these days? It's a bit of a common theme, isn't it? So, overall, supply chain management involves working with a lot of rapidly shifting data across many, many dimensions and sources, from suppliers, from customers, from customs and regulators, from manufacturing through to sales and every business unit in between. And of course, this kind of high complexity, high dimensionality scenario is exactly where AI excels, particularly where AI works with experienced professionals, domain experts who can wield AI to achieve positive business impacts. And creating positive impacts through data and AI is at the core of Fujitsu's Uvance Decision Intelligence offerings. A key tenet of Uvance Decision Intelligence is to enable your teams through data and AI by providing solutions which act as companions, supporting you in your work through the combination of Fujitsu's technical expertise and your domain expertise. This approach delivers high-quality decisions at pace with the aim of creating positive business and social impact. And in this spirit, our teams applied their domain knowledge to create a solution to help supply chain management. Our first generation solution was built to aid supply chain managers through automation and AI. It leveraged AI agents to intelligently help with balancing inventory and, crucially, with managing adverse effects and disruptions. For example, this screenshot shows the supply chain effects of an earthquake which occurred in January 2024. In this case, this real-world case, our customer was able to quantify the impact of this earthquake on the supply chains and begin mitigation within 2 hours. Their competitors, by comparison, had to work around the clock for 3 days to get to the same point, which sounds wonderful. However, this version of our solution faced some technical challenges. In a nutshell, speed. Agentic AI, like all other uses of AI, is only effective when it's attuned to reality. And here, our first generation approach was limited. Lacking a single cohesive platform for managing agent lifecycles, the very pieced together architecture which we had hindered our ability to adapt agents to changing circumstances. Unchecked, this would lead to agent drift. Agents moving away from the business context over time, resulting in the relevance and quality of their responses degrading, leading to negative impact on the business outcomes our customers could achieve. So how did we build a solution which could rise to this challenge of agent drift? Well, we're at reInvent, so naturally enough with AWS. Specifically, Bedrock AgentCore provides that single coherent platform for managing our agents' life cycles. AgentCore replaced the mishmash of components at the heart of our AI agents with a single joined-up platform. This simplified architecture diagram illustrates how AgentCore integrates into our Uvance SCM solution. AgentCore Runtime provides, naturally enough, the runtime environment for all of our AI agents. AgentCore Gateway handles the integration of all of the supply chain data sources and tools which those agents need, whilst AgentCore Identity manages centralized access control for all of those agents against all of those tools and data sources. And last, but by no means least, AgentCore observability provides deep insights into the how and the why of AI agent performance. And that final piece, AgentCore observability, is the linchpin to how we addressed the challenge of agent drift. By creating yet another AI, yes, more AI on top of AI, the Guardian Agent, as we call it. The Guardian Agent is tasked with guarding against drift. It works to identify cases where our SCM agent's responses have started to degrade, and then acts to correct that drift based on both AgentCore observability data and supply chain managers' feedback. The Uvance SCM UX includes opportunities for supply chain managers to provide qualitative feedback on the business performance of the agents. This enables Uvance SCM to capture any shifts in that business performance independently of any technology metrics. The Guardian Agent can then combine that business performance feedback with observability data from AgentCore, most especially the chain of thought data, like the example which we see here, to work out where in that chain of thought the agent has started to drift. And in doing so, formulate modifications to the prompts used for that agent. These prompt updates are then stored in a central DynamoDB prompts table and utilized the next time that drifting agent is called. This means that automated analysis of and reaction to agent drift is triggered by human feedback, by supply chain managers identifying insufficient business context fit implicitly through their feedback, creating a human-centric approach to evolving the AI agents which are supposed to help the humans. So with that, I'm now going to show you a quick video demonstration of Uvance SCM. And hopefully we'll get the audio.
I'd like to show you a real-time demonstration of what we did with this particular customer. When the project started, the customer had 1,000 people working on their global SCM operation. Their resources were aging, and 9 veteran workers were expected to retire in 3 years. Reducing the required resources was one of their most pressing challenges. Their most labor-intensive task was ordering components. They had about 50 to 100 workers at each plant for that task only. Because their systems were siloed, they had to manually calculate the inventory to identify excess and stockouts using Excel sheets. One person could cover up to just 10 items, so they needed 1,000 people to cover their global operation. So we built this dashboard. Now, all we have to do is to solve notes notifications from the system rather than manual calculation. This dashboard is now used by the company's top management and also their procurement team. Here in this view, you can see the inventory trend of one component or product, factoring in its procurement, production, sales planning. I haven't seen any other company that can do the same. The yellow dot indicates the time for reordering. The red dot indicates stockout, and the purple part shows the opportunity to be lost due to stockout. The blue line shows the optimum inventory according to a dedicated prediction model generated by our auto machine learning AI. In just 2 months, the AI generated accurate prediction models with error rates of less than 10%. 4,400 component categories covering 1.2 million SKUs, out of 2 million SKUs in 500 categories, leading to more than $10 million cost saving, also contributing to resource saving from 1,000 FTEs to 500 FTEs. So by just following this blue line, the customer not only reduced the cost associated with advanced manual tasks, but also increase their revenue, avoiding the loss of sales opportunities. The value generated so far is significant, as you can see, but if we utilize AI agents on top of it, we can aim to have the necessary resources again from 500 FTEs to 250 FTEs. In these operational apps, humans take action by checking automatic alerts from the system. But we are now in the AI age, where further automation for a yet larger business impact is possible. As this view is just for demonstration, step-out alerts are not often descending on by priority, and the user manually clicks on those alerts for the top. But in the actual operation, alerts are automatically processed by those AI agents. So while those agents are processing the tasks, I'd like to briefly show you what all of these agents mean. This job description defines what the agent is expected to do, and the tools define what data it can access and what actions it can take. The selected alerts here are moved from left to right in a Kanban style as the agents process them. The orchestrator agent selects the best solution from those agents' answers, while the evaluator agent assesses if it is acceptable. These agents are evaluated according to these indicators, and the best performers are trained according to human feedback. If AI agents, in other words, generally hired certain personas, are implemented after the company's sound AI workflows are integrated and streamlined, AI will be able to take appropriate actions based on the right understanding of the AI workflows. This illustrates the concept of Fujitsu Rewards, which is to add business value from tens of millions to hundreds of millions of dollars through data utilization and workflow implementation, while solving societal problems using the same AI workflows. Here you can see what Nuance means in the video. So, for example, in this dashboard, when an earthquake occurs, the system identifies its impact on the customer supply chain. Most companies can manually calculate the upstream impact using Excel sheets, such as which suppliers and components are likely to be affected. But identifying the downstream impact, such as which volume products and customers' orders will likely be affected, is extremely difficult without data integration including things and materials, also known as the environment data. In the real world, on January 1st, 2024, a powerful earthquake occurred in the Oki Peninsula in Japan. This particular customer was able to identify the ballpark P&L impact within 2 hours, while veteran officers of Japan's Electronics Manufacturing Industry Association spent 3 days without sleep to do the same thing. Japan is an earthquake-prone country, but this same approach applies to many natural disasters, including hurricanes and flooding, due to political incidents such as the recent declaration of martial law in South Korea.
Okay, so to summarize, our customers are seeing meaningful boosts to their SCM team's efficiency from deploying Uvance SCM, leading to significantly more rapid responses to incidents within their supply chain. And thanks to Bedrock AgentCore's capabilities, we've been able to accelerate the integration of new data sources, such as may come when you have a new supplier, by roughly an order of magnitude. And these benefits together improve your resilience, both against everyday issues and major adverse events. And with that, if you'd like to learn more about Uvance SCM or any of the other solutions we offer, please do come and visit us. We're at booth 1851, which is roughly in that direction. Or please connect with us online via the QR code here, and we will happily arrange for our experts to come and meet with you after reInvent at your convenience. Thank you very much for your time, and do enjoy the rest of your reInvent.